What's up, everybody? This is Master Ian Gamer, and welcome to another variety stream. We are back in the Entities realm today, playing some more Dead by Daylight. And this time, for the first time, I'll be playing the brand new survivor, Nicolas Cage. How are you all doing today? Hello, Tristavision. Hello, Trash. I see the both of you in the chat already. Let me ensure everything is running properly before I hop into a match. Hello, Felpo99. Welcome to the stream. One second. Make sure I have these other windows up so I can keep tabs on everything. Alright. Hello, Hybrid Storm. Hello, TD. Hello, the one person. Oops, actually, let me... There we go. Alright. So yes, I will be playing the brand new Left 4 Dead, Dead by Daylight survivor, Nicolas Cage. A long time coming. I've been very excited. I do know that he released like almost a week ago at this point, but I've been busy. We had Mischief and Magic and Overwatch and other things to take care of. So, finally, I am getting around to playing good old Nick Cage. And I did go ahead and level him up a couple times just to sort of get some perks with him, get some items. But we should be good to go otherwise. Actually, let me run through so I remember exactly what his perks do, because I haven't played with these perks yet. Okay, so he's, yeah. Hey, Tristavision, renewing channel membership, member for 4 months. Thank you so much. Not going to talk about it too much today, but you've come to a conclusion. You will not have every character in that one game mode. Ah, the one you're working on in Overwatch, the custom one. Yeah, that's fair. I imagine it'd be quite the workload to put all that in. Let's see, I want to make sure I have... Alright. And that note should be good to go. Tristavision, how is the mode going in general, though? Are you making progress with it, or is it being slow? Those points to unlock characters, though, dude on the grind. Wait, you're talking about blood points? I don't have that many. I mean, I had like 2 million when I first started leveling him up. All leftover from the anniversary event. Because I hadn't played since then, so... Had quite a few blood points stacked up. No, the others forgot the name. Talking about iridescent shards, RXLs... character prestige. Wasn't necessarily a work problem. It's a problem with some character kits are impossible to make fun, and yes, you work on it almost every day. Nice. Not the part where it's impossible to make kits fun, but nice. Who's my main killer? I've mainly been playing the Singularity recently. Like before the Singularity came out, I played a lot of Nemesis and like I used to play a decent amount of Demogorgon. I've been playing less Demogorgon now, especially since Singularity came out. I also play a decent amount of Trapper, and I used to play Oni and Deathslinger, but I feel like both of them are just sort of like obsolete at this point, where it's like, I don't know, they're just not that good. You're talking about the shards. Yeah, I don't know. I never really bother spending the shards. I don't really get cosmetics in this game. If there's one that's like really outstanding, then it's like, ooh, that's really cool. I'll probably get it. But like, otherwise, I just sort of stack them up, save them for whenever like a perk shows up in the whatever shop thing it's called. You being a Deathslinger main, I like Deathslinger. It's a really fun and unique character in the game. He just feels bad. Like, I guess he's not awful. I was playing him a bit a couple weeks ago. I don't know, it feels like he's not as strong as other killers. And yeah, Oni as well, like, I don't know, Oni just feels kind of like an outdated killer in a lot of ways. Like, his mechanics just feel old. I don't know if it's just because he's been in games so long, but like, I feel like other killers just sort of have his playstyle, but do it more effectively and in a more fun way of playing him. I don't know, I still play Oni occasionally. Hey, Caitlin, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Rotten Fields.
Let's keep it quiet.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I have to remember to actually use my perks, since I don't normally run with activate perks, but... They reworked all the corn maps? Just recently? Like, since the anniversary event for Dead by Daylight, they've reworked the corn maps? Really? Oh no. Okay. No, no, no. It's weird trying to use these perks. I mean, admittedly, I don't think they're like actually that good. But hey, Kiriko, welcome to the stream. I mean, I didn't think this map felt smaller right off the bat, but I haven't really run around it yet, so. This stupid perk. How is the Nick Cage update? It's been pretty interesting. Nick Cage is an interesting character to have in the game. I think they also reworked the Onryo. I didn't really read the details for that, though. calmest Nicolas Cage. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, this might be the one corn map that wasn't changed. Interesting. I'll get to you in a second, Leon. Can I explain the perks? So there's a perk where I scream when I look at the killer, and it lets me see their aura. There's a perk where when I'm injured, I can like put myself into the dying state and then like heal through it. I haven't really used that one yet, so I'm not exactly sure how it works. And then there's one where I get like a random ability by using my activate ability. I think you have to be in a chase to do it. Or it might just be something that can happen whenever. Let's see. Oh, you can do it whenever. Yeah, dramaturgy. It gives you like a slight speed boost and then like a random other effect happens alongside it. Oh dear. Oh no! Why'd I have to get exposed? Exposure is one of the effects that can happen with dramaturgy. Woo. Ah, dang it. Oh, sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to lure him over here. Oh, no. Glad you're excited to be back, Caitlin. It's fun to be playing Dead by Daylight again. It's been a minute since I've played. Hey, thank you, Tris Division, for the $10 super chat. You've been running Devour Undying on Pig lately, and it's great. Interesting. Yeah, Pig's one of the killers I don't actually have, so I've never played her. Devour and Undying on Pig. This character's ridiculous. I love it. Let's see, where's another gen we can still finish? Hey, look at that. I got a toolbox. Who's the VA for Nick Cage? That's actually a good question. I don't know if Nick Cage actually voices himself. I'm inclined to say probably isn't. It is actually Nick Cage voicing it? Okay. That's awesome. Usually for like characters like this, they won't get the actual VA, but Nick Cage is like involved with Dead by Daylight. He's like a fan of the game, so I suppose it's not surprising they'd actually be able to secure him for that. No! I should have just run. No!
Why? Mr. Drop, the field is failing.
Yay, thank you so much, Proto, for renewing the membership. 14 months now. Thank you so much. Good to see you as well. Really? They got Bruce Campbell and the Pinhead VA as well. Huh. I didn't realize they'd secured so many, like, actual, like, actors for the characters. A lot of games would just, you know, get a stand-in, basically. Oh, and I suppose I should also mention, the Summer of Moisture is still going strong. All super chats contribute to the stream moisture level. We are currently at moisture level 8, crab-infested tide pool, and next up is moisture level 9, Roadhog's Forbidden Crevice, and we're only $6 away from the next level up, so we didn't make it this time, folks, but good news is we're playing Nicolas Cage. That's the good news. Don't ask questions, trash. You don't want to know.
Okay, I'm gonna wake up now. Wake up!
Yeah, I wish Nick Cage had a bees reference. I really wish they gave him the bear costume from Wicker Man in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they added eventually. Pinhead's disabled temporarily? Really? It's like a bug or something, probably. I'm curious who the next licensed killer is going to end up being. Tristavision, I know you've been advocating for Springtrap. And I'm curious to see who it ends up being. Well, hello there. Always nice to see a fellow Cage. Hello Kitty is gonna be the next killer. I don't know about that. What would be the actual mechanics for Springtrap if it was added as a killer, though? The next 2 chapters will be licensed. Okay. Between 5 characters, in your opinion: Pennywise, Springtrap, Candyman, Jason, and Xenomorph. Pennywise would be an interesting one, because I feel like Pennywise isn't, like, really relevant at the time being, because, like, the movies came out a few years ago. But, like, other than that, I feel like Pennywise isn't, like, a particularly... Well, I don't know, maybe, but... Candyman would be an interesting one. Jason, of course, would be a pretty iconic one to add. Xenomorph as well, definitely. Hello Kitty theme song plays. Yeah, I don't know. Licensed killers would be interesting. What would be another cool one for them to add? I would love if they added The Thing from The Thing. I don't know how they would make that work in a game like this, though, but that would be cool. Like, I love the idea of a killer that disguises itself as one of the survivors. Like, that would be such a cool mechanic, getting that whole, like, Among Us style. Hey, maybe that's what the next licensed killer is, Among Us. Like, I just don't think it would work, because, like, if you're playing in a 4-stack, you're just gonna, like, immediately be able to tell who the killer is. It's like, alright, everybody sound off. Oh, wait, that person didn't sound off. They're the killer. Ooh. Guess we'll get to find out how this new Onryo works. Yeah. Caitlin, you're talking about The Thing? It's such a good movie. Maybe for Springtrap, 3 music boxes spawn around the trial. They all have timers. Survivors can reset these timers. But if they fail to do so, it gets darker like the Dredge's power. Oh, speaking of which, I did buy the Dredge before the end of the anniversary event when it was still on sale. So I'll have to try playing it at some point. Failed to mention yesterday on Discord that you got your flight tickets. So yeah, you're 100% going to BlizzCon this year. You're assuming you haven't gotten any invitation yet. Ow. Well, that's awesome that you got your flight tickets. No, I have not heard anything officially from Blizzard yet in terms of attending. That is still on the, let's hope so state of things. No.
Look, whatever I did, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Now, will you just put me down?
I love the voice lines for Nick Cage. Dredge is your main, really cool, but perks are incredibly meh. Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't even think of what the Dredge perks are. Yeah, I know the Singularities perks don't seem particularly good.
I shan't forget this. Really, I shan't. You helped me. Thanks.
I believe I dropped my tape somewhere around here, but... Ooh. Oh god, why me?
Oh!
Just a couple of nicks working on Jen.
Stop!
It's weird that in less than a week we talked about some random unknown null sector hacker to John Cena out of all people. Oh, they got up. Yeah, that whole thing has been interesting, seeing them push that. Never would have expected Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight. Never would have expected John Cena in Overwatch 2. I'm about to be in big trouble with my whole meter thing. Oh dear. Ooh. Run, Nick, run. Did I? No. No, of course not.
Sonico, not you. Sonico, wait. I love Sonico. I mean, it's okay.
Oh, the window's closed! No, no. Wait, yeah, she can just execute me, right? Yeah. Seeing Nick Cage lying there like that. Nicki Minaj is in Call of Duty, really? Just as like a marketing type thing, or what? Oh well. We'll survive one of these eventually. It's an actual operator skin you can use in game? Wow. That's weird. That is weird. Oh yeah, Proto, I just saw the message you sent. That is weird. Yeah, it's always weird when games like bring in elements like that. Like, I guess Fortnite really set a trend for it. Now other games are like, huh, we can do it too. But then again, if it leads to Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight, I'm not complaining. Hey, Bumblebee Soup. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? What are his perks? Haven't seen yet. So, he's got Plot Twist, which I haven't actually used yet, which basically lets you heal yourself in like a weird sort of way. I think that's basically how it ends up working. He has Dramaturgy, which is like an RNG ability that gives you a slight haste and then a random other effect, most of which, well, I guess they're pretty evenly split on whether they're like good or bad. Sort of an RNG perk, and then there's Scene Partner, which makes you scream and see the aura of the killer. Interesting set of perks, to say the least. All right.
Let's keep it quiet.
Yeah, that was the aura revealing perk, which is actually better than I had maybe thought it was going to be. You know, getting to see the killer's aura like that, even if you're revealing yourself with a scream, is like not terrible. Nah. Try being sneaky. Yeah, so I guess now I can do Plot Twist. And then, okay, so I have to recover then from here. Legion is so unfun to go against, it's crazy. I don't think Legion's terrible. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I don't mind them too badly. No, don't pick me up, don't pick me up, don't pick me up, don't pick me up, don't pick me up. Ta-da! Yep, it's a self-healing perk, which is a really interesting way of having like a self-heal. Legion's just balanced, unfun. I don't know. I still don't think they're too bad. Alright, can I... Oop. Oh no. Okay, maybe the screaming's not as good as I thought it was. Come on. No, 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 no. Why isn't Sigma a killer yet? What would Sigma even do in Dead by Daylight? I'm out of here. So why can't I use my recovery ability again? Is it like a one-time, like once per match thing? Should probably go back and save them. Oh dear.
Oh, fuck.
There's no windows. Nah, she's got him. Am I looking forward to the Dead by Daylight spin-off games? I don't know. Honestly, I'm always a little wary of those types of things. Not that it's gonna be bad, but like, whenever a game or like a studio is really well known for like a particular game, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna do all these other games. It's like, all right, well, we know you're good at like this one type of thing, but that doesn't mean you're gonna be great at these other types of things. So the spin-off games could be good, but I'm not gonna judge them or really get my hopes up until I've seen more about them, so. Plot twist is a one-time recovery. Second time, when all gens are done. Okay. So you can only do it the one time. That's fair. DBD should just release a 2v8 already. I remember that, like, mod that people made that let you do that. Oh, why are the pallets all gone? What is there to spin off in Dead by Daylight? They could make a tower defense game where you play as survivors and you shoot at entities coming through a maze. I don't know. That's why they outsource them. Oh, they're outsourcing the spin-off projects? So it's just the IP, basically, then, that's being, well, retained. Huh. I don't know. I mean, still, I'm not really going to get too excited for them until I see more actual progress on them, because, you know, if Overwatch 2 is anything to go by, having bold new content in an IP is something that's best believed when seen.
Never forget you for
Ow. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, the fellow Nick Cage is definitely doing his best. He's trying. Alright, next up. 2 gens, that's easy. Who else could be a next licensed killer in Dead by Daylight? I feel like it's gonna be one that like nobody really like predicted, but will be really obvious once it's revealed. I feel like that's how a lot of them are. Trash, your girlfriend is hooked on Lego now? Oh no. Wait, that's a good thing. All it takes is one set, and you'll be hooked. You'll just want to keep building and building until you have your own whole city, and then you start doing custom builds, and then you just have rooms upon closets upon hallways filled with Lego. Ah. Well, hopefully she ends up getting some more sets and enjoys building them. Predator? I could see Predator being a new IP they bring in. Because that one feels like... That one feels like it would fit. Because they'd just give him some sort of, like, stealth mechanic, and then have, you know, some sort of, like, active ability then as well. And it's a humanoid killer, so it'd be easy to have, like, the design for it. I think Predator is a pretty likely one, to be honest. Dev said it's a big license, so people speculate Alien, Friday the 13th, or FNAF. It can be something out of left field no one expected, like Pinhead or Sadako were. Yeah, exactly. It could end up being some, like, random, like, 80s horror movie villain, where it's like, you recognize the character, but it's not someone you'd immediately think of when trying to speculate an upcoming killer. She's been looking for her next set already. Well, Trash, what sort of sets do you think she's gonna end up getting? Because, like, everybody's got their own types. You know, some people like to go for the licensed stuff, like Star Wars and Marvel. Other people like the bigger sort of, like, expert builds. Some people like the botanical stuff. What sort of, like, genre of Lego do you think is up her alley? The theory that Skull Merchant was supposed to be Predator and Singularity was supposed to be Alien. Yeah, I've seen that before. I think maybe it was you that mentioned it in the chat last time I did a DBD stream. It's an interesting idea, and if that is the case, then I'm hesitant to say that they would end up adding Predator or Alien after the fact. Because it's like, well, they've already designed kits, and now those kits belong to different killers, so it'd be weird to add those killers then as, like, licensed characters later, because what would their abilities be? Some sort of, like, chest burster mechanic would be interesting. I wonder how they'd incorporate that. Would it just be like the pig's traps, where it's like you get infected with it and you have to, like, neutralize the infestation before it just pops out and kills you? Very quiet. Did I miss the generator? Or is it in this room over here? You want to make a Lego book nook with a whole little fun, wholesome, magical situation happening when you peek in? I feel like it would be super cool if done right. Are you talking about, like, a Lego, like, minifig scale, like, book nook, or, like, a room in your house is, like, a Lego book nook? Because either one of those could be pretty cool. Definitely botanical, but she really likes architecture too, because she really likes the Taj Mahal set. But the BTS set also caught her eye. Okay. So she's more into the, like, bigger, like, expert style build things. Ooh. What? You're not supposed to know him there. Can't wait for Suravasa and Junk City. They're gonna need some taking time to learn, though. Yeah, the new maps are pretty big. It'll be interesting, like, running around on them and just, like, getting used to the layouts. Let's plot twist it up. Oh, you're talking about, you're making something, Caitlin. The size of a book to go in a bookcase for an interesting decor piece around specific books. I see what you mean. I know what you're talking about now. Okay, yeah, that'd be a fun thing to do. I think you're talking about, like, a bookend or whatever they're called. The things to, like, hold books in place when they don't, like, fill up the shelf. Yeah, that'd be a cool thing to build with Lego. We're back, baby. I love all the screaming this character has. All right. Speaking of New Junk City and Suravaso, what do we think of the themes? I'd have to listen to them again, because I know they posted the, like, videos on their social media. I remembered liking them from what I heard of them. Bring the light. Woo! That bonus haste. Oh, come on. The new maps do look very pretty. I agree. Be free! Saw a really cool mod for Half-Life 2 where it replaces all the character models with the Lego versions. That's awesome. I can imagine what that would look like. That'd be pretty cool. What's with all those legions? I mean, it's only been 2. Legion's a killer that I see played a lot. Think we'll see a trailer for the new hero soon? Probably. I'm curious, because, like, there's so much coming in Season 6. I'm really curious to see how they end up sort of, like, teasing and building up to it. Come on, we can go, We can get out. Oh, come on. Oh, no. You really want to build a Lego Portal mock? They already have a Chell figure because of the dimensions. You just want to know what to build. Only on Chapter 7 of Portal 2. So you haven't even finished Portal 2 yet. It's a pretty good game. Yeah, I have the Chell figure. It's a pretty great figure. Just like the fact that there is an actual collab like that between Lego and Valve. Which game should you play, Black Mesa or the OG Half-Life? Oh, that's a really tough question. I'm inclined to say Black Mesa. Just because it's, like, newer and mechanically, it's far superior to the original Half-Life. But there are elements of the original Half-Life which I don't think are properly replicated in Black Mesa. I don't know. If you think you can tolerate the literal 90s FPS gameplay, then maybe just play the original Half-Life. Otherwise, play Black Mesa. Because mechanically, Black Mesa is far superior. Your name is Keith. Just want to say that you respect the way you're going with this channel. Keep up the good work. Only positive vibes. So thanks, Keith. Appreciate the positive words. I don't think there's a hatch over here. Yeah, Portal 2 is a phenomenal game. Basically, all the Valve games are phenomenal. You had a friend who made maps for Black Mesa? Really? Wow, that's cool. I know that was a project that took forever. Because I remember being, like, fairly young still, like, when, like, I first heard about it being, like, a project that was in the works. And then it took them, like, a decade to, like, fully finish it. You'll do Black Mesa? Yeah, it'd certainly be easier to get into Black Mesa, I think. There's certain elements of it, though, that, like, I kind of prefer the original Half-Life. Zen, in particular, is one aspect which... I don't know. Like, I know Zen in Black Mesa was, like, something they did, like, after the fact. But, like, I don't particularly like how they handled Zen in Black Mesa. I won't spoil anything about it, but I think they made it way too long and way too monotonous. It was a friend's dad who worked on Black Mesa. He showed you some of the work. It was really cool. That's awesome. Hey, Blackbird, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you again. Any demos this stream? No, there haven't been any demos. I did play against a demo a few days after that last super long Dead by Daylight stream I did. So I did end up seeing a demo eventually, just not when I was on stream, unfortunately. Zen is a fever dream. I love Zen in concept, just within, like, the Half-Life universe. It's such an interesting idea for just an alternate dimension. And I actually really liked the original Half-Life's, like, iteration, not, what would you call it? The idea of Zen, the way it manifests in Half-Life, I really like it. And they did some really cool things with that idea in Black Mesa and their sort of revision of what Zen looks like. And then they just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and they went way too far in Black Mesa, I think, with the just what they did with Zen. It's like, oh my god, it was way too long. You're heading off, Proto? Alright, well, thanks for stopping by the stream a bit. It's always good to see you. Hey, Demon Slayer, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Let me check real quick what you're talking about, Caitlin. I assume you posted it in the Lego, or just Media Dump, I guess. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about with that, Caitlin. That'd be really cool to build a Lego one of those. Just slide that into a bookshelf. Are the stories the same? I assume you're talking about Half-Life versus Black Mesa? Yes. The stories are, like, identical. Like, they don't change anything with, like, Zen or the story of what happens with it all. You were eating breakfast, confused on why you're talking about Zenyatta. A different Zen. Zen with an X rather than a Z. Oh, there are some things in, like, the Black Mesa portions of Black Mesa, though, which I love how they've handled. The emergency broadcasts you can hear on, like, random radios as you work through Black Mesa are so cool. I love the way they handled those to just sort of build up the story and, like, world around Black Mesa itself. Oh, there's a lot I really love about Black Mesa that, like, Half-Life didn't even, like, really hit as effectively. What do I think of the new killer and survivor portraits? Yeah, I was thinking about those. It's an interesting... I find it interesting how they did new portraits, because it feels really unnecessary. And in a lot of ways, they almost look like less like cinematic in like the artwork they used for them. But I don't know. I don't really like or dislike the new portraits. I think they're fine. They just seem like a weird and sort of unnecessary change, though. You have a fun little section of specific books that a Lego version would just match perfectly. Be so cool and cute. Yeah, I love little things like that. I love using Lego for, like, practical applications and stuff. Like, a number of years ago... God, this must have been back when I was in high school, now that I think about it. I had, like, a TV in my room. And I used Lego bricks to basically build, like, a shelf on top of the TV that I could then, like, sort of, like, set things like game controllers and stuff just for, like, storage purposes. Because I wanted, like, a shelf where I could sort of put, like, controllers and little things like that. And then, like, I was like, well, I could either buy a shelf or just build one out of Lego. So I just built one out of Lego on top of my TV. And it was just a nice little utility thing to have there. Made just with Lego. Cornice? I don't know what Cornice is. Some look like a downgrade with details. Sad not everyone got a new portrait. Yeah, some of them do. Like, they seem sort of weird, where it's like... yeah, I don't know the best way of describing it, but they don't seem as, like, cool and, like, whoa, this is like a snapshot of the character, like, doing something awesome. It's just sort of like a still, like, mid-animation of the character. They seem weird. I don't know why they updated the portraits like that, but, like, I think they're fine. Your cousin uses Lego as a beer opener, if that counts. Hell yeah, that counts. They look fan-made. They do look fan-made. Like, yeah, it's like they took, like, a screenshot from the game and, like, cropped out the character and then used that as, like, a portrait on, like, a background. It is weird. I don't know why they bothered updating them like that. Very eerie. Oh. It's him. Ooh. They're way too over-exaggerated and less subtle, therefore less menacing, in your opinion? Yeah, I don't know. They're also, like, more zoomed out for a lot of them. I like the more, like, closer up, like, portraits of the characters, whereas a lot of these new ones are, like, zoomed out so you can, like, see more of their body, and it's like, why? I don't need to stare at everyone's torso. Although, I guess, given how many characters they've added at this point, maybe they're worried that, like, face alone isn't unique enough. Whee! Get me out of here! Oh dear. No! Baby Dredge. Yeah, I wish I saw more Dredge players. It's such a cool killer. Hang in there, Nick. We'll get through it. Ever think about doing more long variety streams? That DBD stream a few months ago was really fun. Yeah, I've thought about it. I mean, there's other games I'd like to do as well for variety streams, other than just Dead by Daylight. Speaking of Black Mesa, like that's a game that I actually really want to play on stream. Because like I've played through it multiple times, but it's so much fun that I'd really love to play it on stream. In terms of like doing long running streams, like 6-hour ones, I don't know. Because like, oh, let me patch you up. Because unfortunately on YouTube, it's typically better to do shorter streams so that they're more like more digestible, I guess you could say, in terms of being VODs. Because the big benefit YouTube has over Twitch is that it just automatically converts streams into VODs that'll stay on your channel forever. So doing long form streams, as much fun as those are to actually like do and play, I don't know how like good they are long term as like content on my channel, if you know what I mean by that. And it's not to say I wouldn't do them ever again, but like, yeah, I think the right time and place, you know? Because also, you know, it has to take into account, like, my own time. Like, I often don't have time to just stream for 6 hours straight. And certainly, I think those make better for, like, nighttime streams, where it's, like, a chill evening of just 6 hours of a game. Ah! Oh my god. He bamboozled me. I fell for it. The twins portrait looks good with how they interact now. I don't remember looking at the twins portrait. I might have to check it. See what it looks like. Portal 2 or The Last of Us stream would be fun. I've never played The Last of Us. I've seen a playthrough of basically the whole game, but I haven't played it myself. Any hints on what games? Well, Black Mesa is a game I would like to play. Basically any of the Valve games I think would be really fun. Portal 2, that would be a game that would probably be fun to play through. Unfortunately, I mean, I guess I could still play through Portal 2, but I've played through both Portal games, so many times at this point that, like, the puzzles are just, like, easy. Like, I just know how to do all the puzzles at this point, because I've done it, like, a dozen times. Those might still be fun ones to do. Because they're also fairly short games. Like, the first Portal is really short. And then Portal 2 I could probably easily do in just, like, a couple, like, stream sessions. You missed the prop hunt stream, but that game mode was so fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, I love their prop hunt they added. I think they did a really good job with it. The one thing I think they should have done differently for this prop hunt is they should have had more maps. That was the one, like, big drawback, I think. But other than that, I think Blizzard, like, actually did a good job with this prop hunt. Ever heard of Omori? Yes, it's one of those games that, like, I see, like, brought up all the time. And, like, I've looked into it. Like, I've seen it on Steam. But I don't know if it's a game that I would particularly enjoy playing. So, I don't know. Last of Us is your favorite game of all time. Last of Us 2, on the other hand, worst game you've ever played. Yeah, I remember that whole controversy of Last of Us 2 coming out. I was just sitting there as a uninformed bystander, like, well, people seem pissed. I don't know. I've never played either game, so I can't comment, but... Oh dear. Wish there was a penalty for wrong items. I don't think there even needs to be, given how the mode is set up. Because the Overwatch prop hunt is quite different from how most prop hunts work. At least most prop hunts that I'm familiar with. But it's like tweaked in a way that I think works. Like the fact that there's no penalty for Genji hitting non-Kiriko props. Oh, I forgot to select a challenge. Like, it doesn't really matter because the overall match, like each round is so short that it doesn't really end up being an issue. And also it sort of forces the Kirikos to play a bit more strategically, not only with where they hide, but also utilizing their flashbang and running and hiding somewhere else. Which is like a major component of this prop hunt, which I quite like. There's one thing you could add, make it 30 seconds for the hiders. Yeah, I think maybe giving the hiders a bit more time would be helpful. Because, like, you can, like, barely reach the enemy spawn, basically, when trying to hide. That'd probably be a decent change, but it would result in the Genjis just having to, like, sit longer, which... I don't know, I understand why Blizzard probably doesn't want to make that a component of it, but...
Oh boy. Proverbial fire now.
Let's deplete some medkits. The mode would be garbage if you couldn't climb and pin onto walls. Well, yeah, that's part of the genius of it. They used characters that, like, really fit with it. Because you have Kiriko, who not only, like, in character concept is like, oh, she fits perfectly because she's a rogue, but she can wall climb. And Genji can also wall climb and dash. So anywhere Kiriko can get, Genji can also get. So you don't have to worry about hiding in a spot that can't be, you know, hit, basically. It's a really well thought out mode, all things considered. Which is so interesting, because like a lot of the mode, like Star Watch ended up feeling really clunky. And it's like, okay, they had an idea here, but like clearly they didn't have the time to execute it properly. Whereas Mischief and Magic is like, they did a good job. Why'd they get rid of killing Genjis? Yeah, like, I definitely can understand the meme aspect of wanting to be able to do that, but I think the concern is just that it would incentivize people to play the game in, like, a weird way. I don't know if it was, like, so bad that they needed to remove it like they did, but I think their concern, basically, is that people would stop playing Prop Hunt as Prop Hunt, and they would just make it, oh, try to kill the Genjis. And then the mode would just become, like, worthless, basically. I think that was their concern. I don't know if it was necessarily gonna happen, but I understand why they removed it. First mode in Overwatch 2 that feels like the mode was designed around the heroes, not the other way around. With Star Watch, the hero balance was awful. They made the skins first, for sure. Yeah. I definitely agree with you on that front. I mean, there are other modes that definitely worked. Like, Battle for Olympus worked really well, although some of the characters in there... Yeah, I think there was also probably an issue with characters like Widowmaker, where it's like... Clearly, they had the skin idea, and they're like, "Oh, we'll throw her into battle for Olympus," even though she doesn't really work. Like, she had the cool freezing mechanic, but yeah, she just wasn't comparable to the other characters like Lucio and Junker Queen. Yeah, Widowmaker can work in free for all, just not Battle for Olympus free for all, where all the characters are like tanks. All right, let's see if we can actually survive this trial. Hoping for demo. I feel like we're going to see a lot of Onryos just because of the new rework. We've only seen the one thus far. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen a Singularity yet today. Because the new Rift Pass has Singularity challenges in it, so... our old friend Wesker. Is that what I'm hearing? Well, whoever they are, they're not doing too well. Already finished 2 gens and they've yet to down anybody. Tragic. Maybe I won't get to use my medkit after all. Where are they? Not coming over here, hopefully. Ooh. Well, they're not bothering me. gonna be one of these matches, I suppose. Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Don't mind me, just working over here in the gen. Just a couple of nicks, patching things up. Where's the other door? Is it over there? It is. Oh dear. No! Come on, come on, come on. I need pallets. I need pallets, people. Come on. No!
Poor performance indeed.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Am I gonna be able to live? Or are they gonna leave without me? Because he's gonna camp. Did they add any killers or just reworks? Just the reworks. They didn't add a new killer with Nick Cage. Hey, Moustache. Good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. No, leave me alone. Ah! Why'd I have to get stuck on that? Come on. Whoopsies. Looked at chat and missed the the check. Oh, he wants me dead. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, let's get out of here. I ain't sticking around for that. I was about to say hi, but you saw this old guy throw rocks at a deer. It was scary. What? Your neighbor's throwing rocks at a deer? What the heck? Why? Also, there's just a deer, like, in your yard or in their yard? What? It's a little strange, but okay. Thinks he's Sigma. He's throwing rocks. He's yeeting boulders at people. Definitely like a landscaping person.
Call my agent. I didn't sign up for this.
What? I don't know what's going on there with you, Mustache, but yeah, that's quite strange. Was the deer just like getting too close to like what they were working on or something? Or was it just a deer just walking by? There's two deer sitting in your backyard. You're waiting for them to leave. That is strange. You must live in a pretty rural area then if some deer walking into your backyard. Hmm. You don't know about moose, but you know in areas where you're at, deer often chill in people's yards. You used to see them where you lived. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I guess deer do occasionally walk into like suburb type areas. You don't have to like literally be living in the boonies to encounter deer, but it's funny that you just have some in your yard like that. Yeah, I have some relatives who live in a really rural area, and they have like a pretty sizable piece of land. And like I know like when I used to go there when I was younger for like holidays and stuff. Like, yeah, they lived in the sort of place where like it was not uncommon at all to just have like deer walk through their backyard. Oh no. Run away, run away. Oh my god. You live in Colorado, it's common. Yeah, I would imagine in Colorado. They get mountain lions in Colorado. The deer are common, not the people throwing rocks at the deer. Yeah, I understand.
I owe you one.
Caitlin, you'd go on drives with your grandma to see deer. That's pretty cool. Now you live on Long Island, the suburb of Manhattan. Did you mean to call it the suburb, or is that a typo? I assume that was intentional. Bear once knocked on a friend's door. Wow. That would be terrifying. Yeah, I've seen a wild bear before. It wasn't like in a residential area though. It's back when I was younger. I was in the Boy Scouts. We did this one camping trip, and it was in an area where they have bears, and we saw a bear. And it was pretty cool, and also a little scary, but it was fine. We didn't bother it, and it didn't bother us. Just wanted some honey and hugs. Yeah, bears are friendly. Just don't get too close to them. Long Island is a suburb. I've never seen that term used before, but I like instantly know what you mean by saying suburb. What's he doing? Up to his usual Freddy shenanigans. Really, Caitlin, you've never been camping? Wow. Yeah, I mean, I did it all the time when I was a kid. I was in Boy Scouts. You've avoided seeing a bear, you know? One time something ran up on you in your back porch and it turned out to be a dog, but you thought it was a bear. Come on, speed boost. No! Does this guy not know how looping works? Or is he just goofing around? Wow. I'm surprised that hit me. I guess he knew actually a particular looping strat there that he could land it. Maybe I'm the one who doesn't know how looping works. Hit Reg Johnson, the new killer. Yeah, that was a weird hit there, that first one he got on me. Like, 'cause visually that didn't collide at all. Camping always seemed fun to you, minus the bugs. You're not a fan. Yeah, bugs can be a pain, especially when you get things like ticks. I like just, you know, like after you get home, you're like taking a shower, you're like, oh, there's a tick on me. Wonderful. Where's the gates? Where's the gates? I wasn't paying attention when the thing went off. Do they slow medkit healing? This feels slower. Maybe that was an older change, though, now that I think about it. To be fair, I don't often use medkits. Maybe it's just the self-heal with the medkit that they've nerfed. Do we try to save her? I think he's just gonna camp. Yeah. I can maybe pull it off, but like, why bother? This Nicholas is out of the cage. Whee! Yep, that's what's gonna happen if you try to save her. Not a fan of bugs. Even butterflies are ruined by that one SpongeBob episode. Oh no. is an aquarium near where you live that has a butterfly sanctuary. You were forced to go through it, and it was bugging. Like, it's funny now. You didn't like it at the time. Yeah, I've been through one of those, like, butterfly sanctuaries where it's, like, the big, like, glass dome. It's like a giant greenhouse, basically, I guess, where they have a bunch of plants and butterflies in it. I don't know. I've never minded butterflies. Butterflies are, like, leaves as far as I'm concerned. Like, they're there and they sort of like float around, but like they don't do anything. I've never had any sort of negative reaction to butterflies.
I'm pretty sure this isn't real. I'm tripping.
Caitlin, you're being swarmed by butterflies and you're terrified you're gonna hurt them. Went to a wedding and your boots had butterflies. 3D butterflies all over them? Wait, you're talking about like a part of the boot? Just as like a design that's 3D butterflies? Seems like an odd attire for a wedding, but I don't know, maybe that was the theme of the wedding. Alright, I think we're 2 for a lot with Nick Cage today. Let's see if we can escape with a third one.
This is crazy.
Ooh. What's that? Ooh. Finally, a singularity match. Gee, thanks. Is Nick Cage my new Survivor main? No, I don't think so. He'll probably be one of the ones I play from time to time, but I don't know if he'll be my de facto main. Because, like, I've already got my 3 mains, and, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to add a 4th to that, because, like, 4 mains is a lot of mains for Dead by Daylight, at least when it comes to survivors. Your whole outfit, Caitlin, was ethereal disco fairy. What? That's an interesting aesthetic, I guess. Let's see, can I get... Can he see me from here? Probably. Just keep my eye on it. If it lights up, I'll duck to the side. Is nobody gonna go get them? Okay, they're good, they're good. Who are my three mains? Dwight, Bill, and Rebecca. And, like, I'd like to add Nick to that list as well, but, like, 4 mains? Ooh, I already feel like I barely even play Dwight nowadays. Trying to add a 4th survivor to that roster? Like, I just don't have the time to give them all the love they would deserve as mains. And I can't drop any of those 3, so, like, I don't know. Nick's got some tough competition.
Oh! Ah!
But at the same time, it is Nicolas Cage, so... Have I been Killer yet? No, I haven't played Killer yet today. I've just been playing Nick Cage. Let's see, what other gens need to be done over here? Is there... Oh, there is one in here. Welcome back, Proto. Yes, we are still on Nicolas Cage. He's probably going to be heading over here, because he just checked and saw that I'm working on this. Yep. Oh no! Not the exposed! Dramaturgy, why? Just had lunch and crunch time. Too bad you didn't have groove time. Posted the boots in Discord. Oh wow. Yeah, Caitlin, those look a bit extra. I won't lie. Ow. It's crazy to think that it's almost August. Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know. July has actually felt like it's gone by kind of slowly. And not in like a bad way where it's like, oh my god, I want the month to be over. But like, I'm like, wow, it's still July? Like, I don't know, it just felt sort of weird. Oh no. Come on, dramaturgy. Speed boost, speed boost. Okay, well, could have been worse. Be free.
I'm just
July felt slower than the rest of the year. Yeah, I'm not sure why July felt so slow. Like, I don't know. It's sort of weird.
Behold the children of Wrecking Ball.
Let's see. Can I put down an EMP? Okay, I can. Maybe we're just waiting for invasion, and the closer it gets, the slower it is. I don't. For me personally, I don't think it's really the wait for invasion that's making things slow. I think I've just had a lot of other things going on that have been, I don't know, making things take too long. Where did my EMP go? I guess it despawns. That's a bummer. Ow. Thanks. Being extra is your whole vibe, Caitlin? I see. Nobody just keeps screaming like that. Probably because nothing has really happened this month? Yeah, I guess not. Nothing like... Nothing in like the gaming world, I guess you could say. Past week was eventful for you. Yeah, you had that car accident, which was scary. I'm glad that it wasn't worse. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, they're both on that other side? Alright. You see where they are. And it didn't matter. Was hoping maybe something would save me, but... Any upcoming games you're excited about? Ooh. Honestly, not really. I mean... Pikmin 4 just released, and I still need to get a Switch to actually play that, so I think I'm sort of still in the state of, like, Pikmin 4 is the game I'm looking forward to, even though it's already out. I just haven't played it yet. But other than that, I don't know, not really. Still currently in a battle with the insurance company, but hopefully with this coming week or two it'll get resolved. Still haven't learned about the status of the vehicle. Ugh, that's rough. Yeah, I've only ever been in one accident, and it wasn't my fault at all, because it was a collision with a deer, actually. Talking about deer, of all things. So there wasn't any issue with, and like, I was the only vehicle involved in the accident. So I didn't have to deal with, like, other people in terms of, like, having insurance cover their vehicles or anything like that. It was basically just me filing a report to the police, like, hey, I hit this deer, and then my car exploded. So, and they're like, oh, okay, that sucks. And then that was basically it. And then my car was totaled, which sucked, but, you know. Yeah, I've fortunately never been involved in a collision with another driver, which is so much more complicated. It exploded. It didn't explode. It did catch fire, though, which was actually kind of terrifying. Yeah, I hit the deer on a highway. And, like, thankfully when I hit it, I was, like, right next to a off-ramp. So I was able to pull off of the highway after I hit it, like, immediately afterwards when my car was, like, still able to actually move. So I pulled off the highway, and then there's, like, a residential area there. So I just, like, parked in front of a house, so, like, the side of the street. And I was like, all right, well, the car's, like, freaking out. Like, dashboard is, like, screwed. So I'm like, all right, the vehicle's probably totaled. So, you know, like, I was, like, trying to resolve getting that taken care of. And then I'm sitting there in the driver's seat on the phone. And then just from underneath the hood, which was, like, all bent up because I just hit the deer, I just see this orange light slowly start to grow. And I didn't really notice that at first. And then it got bigger and bigger. And I was like, wait a minute. My engine is on fire. So I immediately just jumped out of the car, stood back, and called 911. And the fire department came. And by that point, it was in blazes. But, you know, the car was probably going to be totaled from the collision anyways, because it was a bit of an older car. So thankfully, I wasn't injured, which is actually kind of miraculous to think about, because hitting a deer on the highway can genuinely be lethal, but I wasn't hurt at all. Thankfully, just happened to hit it at the right angle, I guess. It was a rather spooky experience, but, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, once you've lived through it, you can be like, oh, I made it through that. Yeah, Proto, how fast were you going with your collision? Because it sounded like it was at an intersection where you were stopped. So I had sort of assumed you were going like maybe like 10, 20 when you actually hit the other vehicle, which thankfully isn't nearly as dangerous as, you know, like a highway collision can be if you happen to merge into someone or someone spins out or something like that. Your vehicle was stopped when it happened? Oh, because you just braked as soon as you were pulling out. Oh, I need to replace this. Oh, I got some party streamers I can use. Wait, I don't need to use this anymore. Being in a crash is one of your biggest fears. Yeah, I used to be like really scared of getting in accidents. Particularly before I actually got my driver's license. I used to have like a really like big fear of getting in a car crash. And then I got my driver's license. And then the crash I had with the deer actually was like less than a month after I got my license. So like I don't know which of those two was the reason for it. Maybe both of them in combination. But like after those happened, I like stopped having anxiety about driving and like getting in an accident. Which is weird because it's like you get in an accident, you think you would have anxiety about getting in another accident. But I think the fact that I got in an accident and was fine sort of made me be like, oh, okay, like accidents happen. They're not the end of the world. Like, granted, mine played out pretty well in terms of me not being injured at all. But, like, I don't know. I guess it made me feel more comfortable with the idea of, like, it's a thing that happens and it's not the end of the world. You'll ultimately likely be fine, even if it does happen, so. But that was just for me. Obviously, people have had far more serious incidents along that sort of line. Car crashes are nightmares. Well, yeah, I used to literally have nightmares about getting in car accidents before I got my driver's license. Oh boy. Oh my god, I hate this killer so much. how did you even gather yourself to call 911? You mean with the, when I hit the deer? I don't know. I mean, it's like, my car's on fire. Like, what else am I gonna do? It was like midnight as well, because I was coming, like, home from a friend's house where we were hanging out. So it was, like, really late at night, which was also nice, because there were no other vehicles on the road at the time, so that was great. That reduced the risk of hitting another person when that happened. But, like, yeah, you know, it's like, my car's on fire. I'm not gonna put it out, just standing there. I gotta call 911, like... I don't know, it's like this whole, like, fight or flight mentality where it's like, in the moment, you just snap, and you're just like, alright, I gotta resolve this now. Does it need line of sight? Guess not. Hack, 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 hack. Oh my god. Just kill me already. I hate playing against you. Your dad and you almost got into an accident years and years ago and it terrified you? It was a 20-something pileup because of ice? Oof. Can't drive even though you have your license, but it's due to your disabilities? Huh. I've never been involved in, like, well, I guess there were a couple instances as, like, when I was a kid, and, like, I was in the car with my parents, they were involved in, like, minor fender benders where it's just, like, rear-ending someone. But other than that, I've never been involved in, like, a serious accident where there's, like, another vehicle involved. So I've fortunately never had to deal with anything like that. God, 20-car pileup sounds terrifying. Alright. Let's plot twist. What scares you most is that it's somewhat out of your control. Some guy not paying attention or drunk can just ruin your life even if you didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, I understand that aspect of it. To me, that element of, like, oh, a random drunk driver could hit you and ruin your life is like, yeah, but there's so many other scenarios where that can happen as well that aren't even as... They have nothing to do with driving. Like, you could get a horrible sickness that you're not able to cure and it ruins your life. You can, you know, just have some weird freak accident where, like, you step weird on a stair and you fall down and break your leg or your spine or something. Like, I feel like there's so many, like, little ways that your life could just be ruined forever that at some point you just have to sort of tune them out and be like, yeah, that could happen, but, like, it's not feasible to be worried about them, basically. That's my sentiment when it comes to those sorts of things. It's like, sure, there's a lot of scary stuff in the world, but, like, if you're just always worried about it, then you're just going to prevent yourself from doing some of the great things that you can do in life. Like being able to drive places, which is really nice. I'll just get it over with.
Look, whatever I did, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Now, will you just put me down?
Dang, sounds like you guys have had a lot of scary vehicle accidents. Oh, I forgot to add a new challenge again. Yeah, all things considered, it is not to not to make it more scary again, but like thinking about just cars in general and vehicles and the way people just use them to go like 80 miles an hour on a highway. It's like it's like actually amazing when you think about it, like how dangerous it actually is. And yet we do it every day. And most of the time it's just fine. Which I guess is why, like, for someone like me at least, it's not that scary, because like I've driven so much at this point that like I'm used to all the times I go out to the store or go visit a friend or something where nothing happens, that it's like I'm not really expecting or worried that something bad would happen. First time seeing this game, Iron Ghosty ad. Well, welcome to the stream, first and foremost, and you are in store for a very fun game. Dead by Daylight is pretty good. It's one of my most played games other than Overwatch these days. Moustache, you can't drive. That's unfortunate, especially if you live in Colorado. I feel like it's pretty open there. If you can't... Well, I guess maybe if you live in like a city area, or if you have like a bike, you can get around decently well.
So, where am I again?
Oh, Proto, I just looked at the images you sent me of the accident. Yeah, that got pretty beat up there, that collision, but the damage was thankfully, it looks like, on like the front of both vehicles, so...
I've got a few. I'm obviously the most precious.
Hey, thanks, Caitlin. $10 super chat. It's not much, but sending all the love and support to everyone here in stream and not /hugs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And yes, gotta send the love. Oh my, and that does put us over for the next moisture level as well. Ooh. I will update it after this match. Thank you very much, Caitlin. I do appreciate that. Now that you're thinking about it, you can't imagine how the safety of flying cars is going to be handled in the future. Honestly, I don't think we're ever really going to have flying cars. I don't think they're efficient as like a concept, because like the energy that would be involved to have a car that just like levitates at the very least, if not outright flying, is insane. And like, how often do you even need to move vertically in a car? Not very often, unless there's some sort of benefit to like traffic type situations, which like maybe there would be. The whole flying car idea, I think, is a bit fantastical. I don't think we're ever really going to see flying cars be a thing. Not unless cars become something radically different than what they are nowadays in terms of like their size and what they're actually used for. You hate Overwatch 2, so you don't play it. You can't unlock that many cosmetics without transactions. Overwatch 1 was amazing, though. Yeah. That sentiment is very much agreed with here. Other than the fact that you don't play it. I, of course, still play Overwatch 2 quite a bit. What about self-driving cars? I think those are far more realistic. Absolutely, I think we're going to see self-driving cars become like, if either, if not like the default for vehicles within our lifetime, at least a very commonplace thing in our lifetime, self-driving cars. Because like all it really takes is figuring out how to have like the right algorithm to make a vehicle like that not get in accidents. And it basically already exists. It just needs to be perfected. But like once that happens, that could drastically reduce the number of collisions that vehicles are involved in. They're way more efficient in just like traffic navigation and everything. And it's easier for the people using them because they don't have to focus on the road. No! I was reading chat. No! You're not against battle passes. In fact, you like them even. I don't hate battle passes as much as other people do either. Like, the way Blizzard implemented the one in Overwatch, I'm not the biggest fan of. I wish you could get coins from the pass itself to then spend on future passes. But, like, as a concept outright, I don't really have an issue with battle passes. I think they're fine. It really depends on just how they're executed, basically. I think they should triple the number of coins you earn from the battle, from challenges, and then put some in the battle pass. Yeah, the number of coins you can actually earn in Overwatch currently is pathetic, and I'm kind of surprised they haven't like buffed the number you can get. What is she over there? I don't know what he was indicating. Like, my only thought is that enough people are actually spending money buying coins in Overwatch 2 that Blizzard has been like, oh, we don't have to give out more free ones. And of course, they're not going to take away the free weekly coins that you can already get, because they get a ton of flack for doing that. But yeah, I think people are just, like, content to spend money on coins, I guess. I don't know. She after me? No, I think she's chasing the Meg. Let's see, where else do the little puppet things spawn on this map? I don't even know. Overwatch 2 wouldn't be so bad if they gave more weekly coins and could get more from the battle pass. Yeah, that'd be like a really nice move on their part, just in terms of building up like goodwill with the community, which they have absolutely burnt through all of that at this point. Where are the little puppet things? Doubt there's one out here. I have to check upstairs. Oh my god! Why can I not find any of these? We're so gonna lose this. Wait, is that one? No. Suppose that some bundles should come with player titles too. There's one. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, titles are so sort of like measly to begin with. Like, I don't personally feel like I'd want titles to be like a big thing they push with like the cosmetic side of the game. Because I think they're probably fine as they are. There we go. Where did he go? Alright, well. Hey, Walker421, welcome to the stream. Every mode Overwatch releases, you're underwhelmed. Like, prop hunt is really cool, but one map, 10 objects, and you can't choose which one you want to be. Yeah, I don't think the number of props is really an issue. I do think that there only being one map in Mischief and Magic is a downside. I think that's like the biggest thing they could improve the mode with, just adding at least one more map. I suppose if they did that, they'd basically have to make all new props as well, since a lot of the props aren't really crossing over between maps. At least not the ones from Blizzard World, so... I don't know. Like, I understand it's a workload, but having more than just Blizzard World as a map would really benefit the mode. But overall, I still quite like it. Oh, dang it. Wish skins were cheaper, mainly because it's first person. Honestly, I understand why people would be like, oh, you barely even see the skin you equip. Who cares what it looks like? But, like, I think you see the skin enough that, like, that's not a detriment to, like, the quality of the skin. Overall, the skins should be cheaper, absolutely, because they're pretty ridiculously priced. But, like, in terms of they should be cheaper because you don't see them as often, I don't necessarily agree with that particular reasoning. Because you see them, like, around enough whenever you emote or you have the highlight intro. And also, like, other people see them, and that's certainly an element of it, is the idea of showing off your skin. So even if you don't see it straight up all the time, other people see it, and you can sort of gloat to other people, aha, look how cool this Ramatra skin is, you know? The problem is it's nothing you want to play after the challenges. You're sure you're not the only one? I mean, yeah, that's how a lot of modes are, but honestly, event limited time game modes are kind of supposed to just be temporary. Like, they're not supposed to be something you play over and over and over again. Like, it might be a mode that you do play a lot, and if it is, then, like, that's awesome, but that's not what Blizzard's aiming for with event game modes, and I don't think it's what they need to do. It's supposed to be something that's a fun change of pace that comes up every now and again. And beyond that, it's just whatever. It shouldn't be as replayable as quick player competitive. I think it would be a waste of resources on their part to try to develop modes that are like that, outside of things like Flashpoint, which of course is them trying to make another permanent mode. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can escape. And then I'll check back on chat. Oh dear. Just hate when people try to justify bundles by saying $40 is good because it's 2 legendary skins. Blizzard made the prices, I'll probably buy it, but it'd rather just be 15 even. Yeah, I mean, that's... Oops, sorry. That's like a whole thing where it's like... Yeah, like Blizzard's like, oh, it's a great deal by like their own metric of what like a great deal is. I mean, it's a marketing strategy, so it is what it is, but I mean, ultimately, if it's too much, don't buy it. Like, only pay for things that you think are worth it in your mind. So, like, if Blizzard charged $100 for a skin, then just don't spend $100. If they charge $40 for a skin, then don't spend $40. If they spend $15 and that's still too much, then just don't spend $15. Like, for me, I think it really comes down to the fact of, like, people will pay for what they think is worth it in terms of the price of a skin. And if it's too expensive, then just don't buy it. That doesn't mean that Blizzard should be charging what they are charging for it, but seemingly they can get away with it because people are willing to pay that price, which is why they sell them at that price. I don't know, I mean, it's just basic supply and demand business practice-y stuff, I guess, but it is what it is. Hey! I got an achievement. Just let Blizzard hire Jupit and Piston. Yeah! Yeah. I wish we had better animation stuff in the game like what they work on. Yeah, I saw the Mythic Skins with unique animations video. That was awesome. I love those. I really wish we had more unique stuff like that for the Mythic Skins. Oh, wait. Before I do that, I gotta update the moisture level. All right. Let me go ahead and hide that, and then we can bring up all my stuff. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't expecting to actually level up this stream. We are now at moisture level 9, Roadhog's Forbidden Crevice. And the next moisture level, ladies and gentlemen, was the next moisture level is level 10, Zarya's Sweatband. Whew. A lot of moisture to be gained from there. A lot of salt too, probably, but what we really care about is that moisture. All right. Now we can queue up. Do we win a prize if the moisture level is 15? That is a good question. It's a bit of a mystery. We'll only know once we hit level 15. You hate it when people say $15 for the PvE is too expensive, but they forget it has skins, coins, and the battle pass, like it's such a fair price, and you have to defend them there. Okay, well that's actually a great example of like Blizzard setting their own price for like, oh, it's a great deal. Because like, what if you only want to play the PvE missions? You don't care about the battle pass. You don't care about any of that other stuff. You still have to pay $15 to get the coins, to get the skins that maybe you don't care about. And that's a case where it's like, okay, now you're just using bundles to force people to pay more money for things they maybe don't necessarily even want. You know? So it's like, that's Blizzard using annoying tactics to squeeze more money out of people. And like, sure, by Blizzard's own metrics, it is a great deal with all that other stuff it comes with. But like, what if you don't want the other stuff? What if you just want to play PvE? You know? Sweatband is giving you flashbacks a bit to Super Scene Kid days. What? Tris Division with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Just like the first game you played today, same map, same killer. Wait, what? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean, Tris Division. Same map, same killer? You're saying that's what we're gonna get? Is that your prediction for what's gonna happen? That's not what you typed. What? I don't understand what's going on. Thank you for the super chat, though. Very much appreciated, but I'm not sure what's going on. Cursed super chat. Yeah, the one person, exactly. You don't play Sojourn at all, and you're going to pay for a skin that she gets that you're never going to use. Where's the value then? Exactly. It's like, oh, you're getting things. Here, have this random item. You don't have a use for it. You don't want it. You don't need it. It's worthless to you. But it's a thing that has value. So it's like, yeah, it's I don't know if I'd say it's outright scummy. It's just like annoying business practice, basically. Won't be surprised for future missions after Invasion if they do a mega story bundle for those who missed out on the previous missions.
Really not fun for me.
Well, you'll still be able to buy the older, like these first 3 missions. Like after the fact. At least from my understanding of it. But I could definitely see them doing like a mega bundle type thing. Where it's like, oh, for $20 you get all 7 missions, assuming there's 4 more that come afterwards. Yeah, I don't understand how Super Chat would have, like, just come up with its own text. Like, what? I don't really understand what happened there with the... whatever happened with the Super Chat division. It's like... did you, like, Control V the wrong thing or something? Or is it, like, it just literally came up with its own message? You're being hacked? Gotta be. Message was supposed to say, are you going to stream Season 6 when it comes out? Well, the answer to that is yes. 100% I'll be streaming Season 6. I'm still not sure, like, how I'm going to do it. Like, I guess the thing people probably are most interested in seeing is the PvE. So I'll probably stream the PvE first and foremost. But, like, I'll also have to stream the new hero and the new game modes with the new maps. So, like... it's like a lot. A lot to do on stream. But I'll probably prioritize the PvE, since that's like the big headliner thing. Ooh. Go into the training range first with a new hero and then PvE. Even that is like... I don't know, like, I'm just anticipating, no matter what I do, if I stream PvE first and foremost, or if I stream the new hero and the new Flashpoint game mode first and foremost, either way, I'm gonna have people in the chat like, oh, show off the PvE, or oh, show off Flashpoint, just like whichever the other I'm not showing off. People are gonna be begging me to show off in the chat. And so it's like, I just know there's gonna be a bunch of spam comments from people like, oh, you should do this, you should do this, I want to see this. It's like, ugh. One of the reasons I don't really like that Blizzard is releasing so much stuff at once, because it's like, it's a lot to keep up with. Also, in terms of, like, videos to put out once the season drops, like, how am I going to fit all that into, like, a handful of videos? I don't know. It's a lot of content creator stuff, you know. And yeah, the season does come out August 10th. Imagine if we're expecting Mauga in Season 8, but it ends up just being John Cena instead. That would be interesting. I don't necessarily think that's what's gonna happen, but you never know. Yeah, it is a very hyped season. It's a lot to keep up with, though. And I can't help but feeling like a lot of elements of Season 6 are just gonna sort of go, like swept under the rug. Whoops. Not this. Like, things are gonna get sort of, like, not the attention they deserve. Like, the new hero is probably gonna be pretty cool. But, like, how many people are gonna really be focusing on the new hero when there's PvE? Or things like I guess Hero Mastery is in the mid-season, so that won't really get affected quite as much. But, like, Flashpoint. How many people are going to focus on Flashpoint when there's a new hero in PvE? I don't know, it's just there's so much stuff coming in the season that it's a lot to keep up with. Once happened to you where you sent a $20 donation, but it never came to the streamer and the message was never shown, but it got booked? Aw. Just camping him? Really? Whatever. And PayPal basically said it's not your problem. Or not their problem. Yeah, stuff like that happens, and it's annoying, because there's, like, not really anything you can do about it. Alright, you know what? We're gonna plot twist this. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Hope you don't have to wait until 7 days before the new season for Hero 38 like we did with Lifeweaver. You mean like you don't want to have to wait to see them revealed? Wait, no, don't. That won't heal me properly, right? You fool. I was gonna have the plot twist of the century. You've ruined my moment. Now I'll never be a star. If John Cena's the new hero, how are we supposed to shoot someone we can't see? Maybe that's what makes him good. Can't see him. Plot twist is such a fun perk. Glad the devs remembered that there can be funny stuff in it. Yeah, a lot of Nicolas Cage's perks are just like really goofy, and I like that. Fits him very well. Yeah, Walker, it's always annoying when you get stuck bouncing between companies like that. Like, oh, go talk to them. No, go talk to them. No, go talk to them. No, go talk to them. Nobody wants to take accountability for it as their problem, basically. And it's one of those things where if it's not a big enough priority, then it's just going to get swept under the rug. She won't find me here, right? Oh, come on! You just had to scream, didn't you? Oh god, she's gonna hatch at me. Oh no!
Someone want to help here?
Hey, P. Daddy, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Yeah, that was a very Nicolas Cage moment that he just screamed there. Okay. That happens to you constantly, Caitlin, with doctors and meds. It's very frustrating and draining. Yeah, I know people who have, like, medical conditions where they often have to, like, you know, go to doctors to talk about things like that. And they'll just say how annoying it is. One doctor will be like, oh, you should talk to this type of doctor. And then they're like, oh, well, you should have gotten this from your primary care doctor. And they just get tossed back and forth, and it's like they never actually get the stuff they needed, basically. It does sound really annoying. See ya, Walker. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Have a good one. No. Fun fact about Nicolas Cage, he took his surname after Luke Cage from Marvel Comics. Did he actually get it from Luke Cage? Because I know, like, Cage isn't his actual surname. He took it on, basically, when he became an actor. I hadn't realized that was specifically where he'd gotten the name, though. It's kind of cool. Do I want to hide? Yeah, we can try this. Oh, maybe I don't want to try that with Nick Cage, though, because he's just going to scream. I don't think that's going to work. I'll do that when I'm playing a different Survivor. Yeah, we can just do that one. That's easy. Let me check on something real quick. You went to a CVS and they had a whole aisle dedicated to alcohol, but not a simple allergy med? That's interesting. All right, what do you guys think? CVS or Walgreens? Which do you prefer? But I can do a poll, can't I? There's a way to do polls, right? Start a poll. I've never done a poll before. Please tell me I spelled Walgreens right. Yeah. I think I'm good. Skin they gave away in the prop hunt event was very disappointing. Bastet recolor. Yeah, it was a weird one too, because like it didn't have anything to do with Kiriko or Genji. It didn't really have anything to do with the fantasy theme. It was just like a thing they added. It's like, oh, okay. Wow, the poll is split 50-50. It's probably 2 people have voted. I should do more polls during streams. I think they're a fun thing to have. Oop, CVS is taking the lead. I never would have expected CVS versus Walgreens to be the first poll I do during a live stream. I just thought of them like, oh yeah, I can do polls, and I'm asking a 50-50 question. Might as well do a poll. CVS or Walgreens? I feel like that skin was originally supposed to be in Overwatch 1, but they didn't have enough time, so they saved it for Overwatch 2. Yeah, that could very well be the case. Because it is weird to have, like, an old skin like that that's using the old, like, Overwatch 1 texturing and modeling and everything, and releasing it in Overwatch 2. Like, that's sort of weird. Kiriko logging into your main to even the poll. Ooh. It's my boy, Nemesis. Hey! Now, that was a pretty good pull. Wait, did they change how brand new parts work? Whoa. Whoa! That is weird. Oh, I'm the only person who's not down. Oh, come on. Yeah, let's get out of here. Like the wing Scoob. Let's get out of here. brand new parts now permanently remove 10% off gen. That seems really good. That's an outright buff, right? I'm surprised they buffed brand new parts. I feel like they're already sort of overpowered. I mean, I guess they are pretty rare, but... No, I can't use dramaturgy. No! Free skin should have been the Sim skin. Yeah, that would have been cool. Or the Kiriko one that's in the Battle Pass. Yeah. It's funny how the skin economy works. I love all these skins, but none of them are your preference to actually wear. Yeah. I feel like for me at least, I'm reaching the point in Overwatch where it's like I have skins that I always use for like every hero that I actually play. So it's like getting new skins is kind of like eh. But I just like the skins. I like the artwork of them more than anything, so that's why I like getting them. Hey, Tragic Magic, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Now that you shared a Scooby-Doo reference, you have to share something in Discord for the fellow Scooby fans? Oh boy. Well, it was a quick match. Can't all be bangers.
Well, I don't think it can get any worse than this.
Yeah, probably start leveling him up again. Think loot boxes could return as a daily, weekly challenge rewards? I don't think so. I think Blizzard is aiming to just move past loot boxes, at least when it comes to Overwatch. Yeah. P. Daddy, you're right. There's a lot of countries that have limitations on loot boxes as well. So I think Blizzard probably just wants to steer clear of it because of that too. It's like why go out of our way at this point to add a feature that's just from the get-go restricted in so many areas? Nick Cage does have new voice lines for this game. Evidently, Nicolas Cage himself is actually VAing his character in the game, which is awesome. But yeah, he has all new lines specific for Dead by Daylight. Sigma should be allowed to eat more stuff, things that it wouldn't normally eat, like beams. Yeah, that is an interesting point. it is a black hole. So it's like the one thing in the world, not even the world, the one thing in the universe that would actually justifiably be able to consume light. And it doesn't consume light. That does feel like a bit of a missed opportunity now that you mention it. Nah, I'm disappointed now. Sigma should be able to eat beams. He absolutely should. Seeing how big effort Nick Cage is in the game, you wouldn't be shocked if he plays in the Dead by Daylight movie. A Dead by Daylight movie. That's not something they've talked about, is it? I don't think I've heard about that, but I could almost see it like being a thing. Oh god. Surprised this is only the second Onryo we've seen. Or was there a third? I can't remember. I know we fought the Onryo in the forest that one time. I think this is the third. Yeah, because the first one was... I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, Sigma did used to be able to block Hog's hook with it, but not anymore. Is Moira's attack beam made of matter? That is a good question. I guess it's sort of like a... It's fantasy sci-fi magic. That's the only way to explain it. If Sigma's strength in game was equal to his cannon strength, he'd be a god, basically. Yeah, he would. Which is why it's not equal in the game. Because yes, it would be insanely overpowered. Funny that Nicolas Cage spent $150 million on a dinosaur skull, pygmy heads, and 2 medieval castles. I mean, if I were him, I would too. Come on now, come on now. Gotta find me a tape. Nah. Oh, TV, where are you? Mr. CRT, I've come to eat your VHS. Where are these damn TVs? Kids these days stealing all the TVs and play them damn video games. What's Nick's special ability? Well, the survivors don't really have special abilities. He has his perks, though, which do some interesting things. They're kind of hard to explain. They're really weird. They're really goofy more than anything. One of them lets him basically heal himself through like a really convoluted recovery method. Another one gives them like a slight speed boost and then has a random effect that follows it. And the other one lets him see the killer's aura by screaming when he looks at them. If I ever go to a BlizzCon Q&A panel, can I ask them a question with my Am I the G voice? Well, I mean, that's not a voice. That's a different person. That's Am I the G. So if he gets invited to BlizzCon, which, knowing my luck, he'll get invited and I won't, he'll have to ask it, which he probably will. He asks a lot of questions. A lot more than he should, if I'm being honest. I think I bamboozled her. I don't know why she didn't attack me there. Oh god. It's TV in here, right? Got tape? No tape? Alright, no tape. Will Am I the G appear on stream? Not today. He's got something going on. I don't know. He's always out, like, harassing hot dog peddlers and things like that. I don't know. I'll have to get him on one of these days. Like V-dub from Vine Sauce? I'm not familiar. I know I'm familiar with Vine Sauce. I don't know what V-dub is, though. That's right. Come chase me. Wee-hee-hee. Oh! And Rose just gonna cut through there. Wow, the CVS Walgreens poll is back at 50%. Huh. I didn't know that mustache. I don't really watch Vine Sauce, to be honest. Like, I'm familiar with it, but, like, I don't know, it's not a channel I've ever really tuned into. Add Boots Pharmacy just for you. Is that like a local pharmacy type place? I don't know if I've heard of that one before. Just gonna borrow this. Hopefully there's nothing dubious on it. Oh my. V-dub only plays COD. Vinny is a variety streamer. I see. You know what? Maybe that's what I should do then. Maybe I can get MI the G to play specific games that he's interested in. And then I can just keep doing Overwatch stuff, you know? Plot twist. It's the largest chain in Britain. Ah, okay, so it's a UK thing. Wait, what? I thought I started recovering. Why did the key not press? No! Wait. How did she not see me? What? What? Is she blind? Does she maybe need a hair clip or something to get the hair out of her face so she can see? I don't know how she missed me. Let's go! Whee! Okay, she's she definitely saw me this time. Oh god, she can execute me. Do I not have the tape anymore? Ah, stupid bush. No. Plot twist makes you silent, so it's quite literally a sneak perk. Yeah, but she walked like right over me. And the fact she was checking back there at all made me think she had something indicating that I was over there. So I figured she would have just found me, but no. But she got me in the end. Sadako, why? Mischief and magic has made you a god. Well, at least the others escaped. Caitlin, I just saw the post you put. Is that like a travel bag? Or like a laptop bag? The Scooby-Doo one? Wow, there's some great artwork on it, though. Ever thought about streaming Journey to the Center of Hawkthorne? No. Hey, Izzy Jennifer. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. Yes, Bushman, I am playing Dead by Daylight. Playing Nicolas Cage. The man, the meme, the legendary actor. Nicolas Cage. Now, I'm known for such roles as The Bees, and stealing the Declaration of Independence. But I also ended up in the Entities realm, which is where I am now, running for my life from strange killers. Yeah, Proto, there's too much appeal. I can't play it live. You're a major Scooby-Doo fan? Nice. Honestly, I'm not, like... I never really watched Scooby-Doo much as a kid. Like, it was one of those things where it's like, I liked Scooby-Doo, but I wasn't, like, a big fan of it, per se. So... It's like one of those things where, like, I'd enjoy watching it when it was on, but I wouldn't, like, necessarily go out of my way to watch it, you know? It's a fun show, though. It's had so many iterations at this point. Who here like the Flash movie? I don't know if you're going to find anyone. I didn't see it. I heard it was bad, though. We don't talk about Velma. Yeah, so I saw that was pretty bad. I didn't watch any of it. It did not look particularly appealing, so yeah. The OverWatch.
I hate this particular fog.
Oh no. This nurse is gonna be good, isn't she? They always are. Anyone see the Nick Cage movie called Mandy? No. Honestly, I don't watch a ton of movies these days. Oh my. You watched the OG first season of Scooby-Doo growing up? God, the original. It is weird thing about just like how many different iterations of Scooby-Doo there have been over the years. Like there have been so many, like, not even like remakes per se, but just like, I don't know, like whatever you'd call it. In the movies. I remember the I think I only ever saw the first live-action Scooby-Doo movie. I remember, even as a kid when I watched it, I was like, this is weird. I don't think I particularly liked it. Can you do your best impression of Nicolas Cage meeting Overwatch agents? So, this is the highly esteemed Overwatch, huh? I can see why they shut you down now. This Watchpoint Gibraltar smells like monkey. Huh? I'm not good at Nicolas Cage's impression. So Tracer, you can travel through time, huh? That's a fun gimmick, I guess. It is not a good impression. It is awful. Can I be sneaky or will he scream? He'll probably scream. If I don't look at her, I don't think I'll scream. You didn't have Boomerang growing up, so you watched whatever made it onto CITV. So there's always just like two versions behind the latest iteration. Yeah, I remember watching Boomerang a bit when I was younger. I specifically remember, I used to always watch Boomerang when I was like actually babysitting for one of my neighbors who had younger kids that I used to babysit for. And like after they'd go to bed, I would just like sit in like the room just like watching Boomerang on their TV until the parents got home. Like boomer action? Boomer action? I don't remember boomer action. What was that? Is that like a part of Boomerang? Ow. Alright, folks, you know what time it is. Plot twist. Is that Boomerang Smash Bros? Wait. Part where they play cool music and old action shows. Ah, I remember that! I do remember those. I never remember they're called Boomer Action. But I definitely remember those segments. Anyone seen Ghost Rider or Perfect Blue? No, I'm not familiar with either of those. I'll heal you in a minute. I'm just trying to get this generator working. You know, we have to finish these if you want to escape the trial. At least that's what I've been told by the people who put me here. I don't really understand this place, but... Oh no. Aha, maybe you should take that wrapping off your head. Then you'll be able to see where you're going, you stupid nurse. Oh shit. Don't worry, Becca, I'll get you down. Now, you may have severe puncture wounds following getting stabbed by a hook. But we're just fine. See, I can run like this, as long as I want. And scream, too. Guess my lungs still work. Ah! What? Why did I... Did the sound not play for her teleporting? What the heck? Is that a perk she has? Or is it a bug? It's not a bug, it's a feature. Why fix bugs when you can just turn them into perks? You're heading off the one person? Alright, well thank you for stopping by the stream. Anybody here watch Oppenheimer? No, I want to see it. I haven't gotten around to it, though. I definitely like to see it before it's out of theaters. Oh dear. No! Seen the "don't sit in the front row" memes? No, I don't think I have. Is that Oppenheimer related? That's right, stunner. No! See it in question you wish not to spoil? Okay, fair. Don't like spoilers here. And back down I go. No, it should have been me. It should have been me. And I guess now it is going to be me. Ooh, you can't find me. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll escape this hell eventually. Yep, there we go. They should just run off and finish the final gen without me. Or I guess I'm back in the game now. Honestly, she should just go off and find the hatch. Maybe I should throw myself to the wolves so that she may live. Go, I'll distract her. Ow, I thought I'd be able to at least get through the window, but oh well. Oh dear. No, I can't end this way. The world needs more Nicolas Cage. favorite line from the game is when they say, "If they keep this up, we'll be dead by daylight." Aura build is fun on Nurse. What is the Aura build? Huh. I guess just letting you see things indefinitely. Yeah, that's fair. It'll take us into killer territory, so might as well equip something there. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it there for today. We had a nice stream. Actually went longer than I was initially planning to, but we're having fun, so... Thank you, everybody who tuned into the stream. Thank you, everybody who gave super chats. Always appreciated. Hope you all had a good time. And it looks like, ooh, CVS is currently winning the poll 53%. I guess CVS is the better pharmacy. Well, on that note, let me throw up some outro beats. And I will talk to you all next time. Goodbye.